Hey everyone, Cash here, back with another video from MLB The Show, and today we begin the regular season in our franchise with the Chicago Cubs. I tested out some sliders, played a few spring training games, just simulated through the rest of it. Didn't really feel the need to kind of go through that and make this any longer than it needs to be. So taking a look at the lineup we're going to roll with, Dexter Fowler is going to lead off, Jorge Soler in at the number 2 slot, Anthony Rizzo batting 3, Chris Bryant. I decided to fix the Cubs' mistakes. I'm bringing him up right away. He's going to bat cleanup. Chris Coghlan is going to be in left field batting 5th, Starlin Castro the shortstop, Miguel Montero the catcher. At second we got Alcantara, and then on the bench we got Wellington Castillo, Jonathan Herrera, Tommy La Stella, David Ross, and Mike Olt. So we got a couple catchers, a couple third basemen, and then a second baseman, but a couple of those guys can play multiple positions. And then looking at the minors, we have a few guys, Addison Russell shortstop, Javier Baez, and Baez is going to be the one, 22 years old, 77 overall, our best second baseman already. We're going to keep a big eye on him, especially with how Alcantara and Herrera do to start this season out, because Baez could be an early call-up. For our pitchers, we've got Lester at the top as the ace, Jake Arrieta, the 2 spot, Travis Wood, 3, Hamill 4, and then Kyle Hendricks, a young guy, 25 years old, with little experience there as the 5th starter. Edwin Jackson, the former starter, is going to be our long reliever. We got Jason Mott, Justin Grimm, and Phil Koch as the middle relievers. Koch, the lone lefty in that bullpen. Pedro Strop and Neil Ramirez will be the setup guys, and then Hector Rondon will be our closer. This looks to be a pretty solid bullpen, and then one guy to look out for is C.J. Edwards, a 23-year-old young guy who we may call up depending on how Hendricks does. So that's the roster there, giving a little reminder of what our expectations are for our manager. Yearly goal is to reach the postseason, contract goal to win the divisional series, so we'll see if we can accomplish that this year. But on to our first game. We're playing the Cardinals. You see the lineups there for the Cardinals: John Jay, Carpenter, Holiday, Adams, Molina, Peralta, Wong, Hayward. That is quite the lineup there. I think we're going to have a tough time against them in this one today. But we open it here at home, Wrigley Field. It'd be awesome if they included the construction that Wrigley Field has going on right now, because that place looks nothing like it does in the game. But nonetheless, we have good old Wrigley Field. The ivy has not yet grown. Very cool that they kind of have a progressive system for the ivy growing out there on the wall. But we begin this one, John Lester on the bump. John Jay, your leadoff hitter, 1-2 count here in the top of the first. And we will look to get our first out of the season. The pop fly to left field. The catch is going to be made, and we are 1 up, 1 down to begin this one. Now 2 outs as Matt Holliday comes up to bat. 1-1 count here. Lester the pitch, and Holliday going to get all over this one. And the rookie, as Bryant not able to make the play that looked to be an easy grounder, but he just kind of olays that one, and it's out into left field. The Cardinals pick up their first hit, and the no-hitter is over. But the next man up, and Adams is going to strike out here as Lester is going to end the inning. So now the Cubs time at bat. Dexter Fowler, the leadoff man, 3-1 count, bottom of the first. He's going to get some good wood on this one, but this one a little bit too much air. Actually, this one carrying out. Can it make it over the wall? No. The catch will be made at the wall as Dexter Fowler that close from a lead-off home run. But instead now, bottom of the first here, 1 out now, 0-2 count for Jorge Soler. And he's looking for the first hit for the Cubs, but this one going to be a inside pitch that he fights off, and an easy pop fly for Jason Hayward to make, as the Cubs come up empty so far in their first 2 at-bats. Now Anthony Rizzo up to the plate, the lefty, 2-2 count now, as he looks for the Cubs' first hit. And this one, a crazy slow curveball there, as we could have jumped all over that one, but timing, still got to get used to the timing. It's been a little bit since playing MLB 14, so I'm still trying to get used to the hitting. Been messing with some sliders, but here, top of the second, 3-2 count, and Johnny Peralta sends this one up the middle. Castro making the diving play, turns around, makes the throw, and not going to be in time. Very nice play from Castro nonetheless, though. But yeah, I've been messing with some sliders. Got to get used to, maybe finding a good set, obviously, but then just getting used to the hitting and pitching, as that takes a little bit in these games. But here, top of the second, 2 men on, 1-2 count, and this one, look for the double play. Castro with the throw, but Hayward beats it out as Lester cannot get to first in time. So it's now first and third with 2 outs here. The Cubs looking for the run. It's the pitcher Wainwright up to bat. But this one going to be an easy pop fly out there in right field. Soler going to come under this one and makes the catch, and the Cardinals' threat is over. So bottom of the second now, Starlin Castro up for his first at bat of the game. 2 outs here, 1-1 count. And he is going to send this one, and it is a rope to right center, and this one's going to make its way almost to the wall, but Castro on his horse going to walk into second with the stand-up double, and that is going to be the first hit of the season. Next up is Miguel Montero, 3-1 count for him as he awaits the pitch, looking for the first run on the board, and he is going to get it as he sends this one out to center field. Castro, the speedster, is going to make his way home, and the Cubs with their first run of the season and their first lead of the season. Let's see if we can hold on to that one. It's now top of the third, 2 on for the Cardinals, and that lead is not going to last long as Soler cannot make the play in right field. We got a bunch up there for the Cardinals as they could have scored a couple runs, but Soler not able to make the play. 1 run will come around, so the game tied almost immediately as the Cardinals get the reply. Now top of the third, still 1 out, man on second and third, and this one's going to be sent to center field as Molina will pick up the sacrifice fly. RBI, the man on third, able to easily score as the Cardinals take the lead. It's now 2-1, man on first and second, 1-1 count here, 2 outs as Colton Wong is going to drive this one out into the alley there in right field, and that's against the wall, and this one will score to Wong on his horse around second, and he will be into third with the stand-up triple as this one taking a turn for the worse here in the third inning for the Cubs. We do get out of the inning there, so a 4-1 game now, bottom of the third, man on first, and Jorge Soler up to bat and looking to make up for the poor play in the outfield, and this one's going to go all the way to the left corner, and this one is going to score the runner here. I believe that was Lester actually that ended up with a single, so he was on first. He comes all the way around to score, and the Cubs cut into that Cardinals lead. Now 4-2 game, man on first, top of the fifth, as the Cardinals back up to bat, and this one out to right field as this one's pretty much opposite of the Soler hit, and this one is going to score a run. Let's see if this throw can come in. Alcantara makes the throw, and it's close, but Molina is sliding in there safe, and the Cardinals move that lead back up to 3. It's now a 5-2 game, top of the fifth, 2 outs, man on second, and the pitcher Wainwright ripping this one down the third baseline, and he's helping himself out as he picks up his first RBI of the season, and then the stupid throw home allows Wainwright to get to second as the Cubs are just in a little bit of shambles here early in the season. But that's to be expected. First game, we'll iron out these issues. Bottom of the fifth here, man on second. Rizzo up to bat, and he's going to send this one to left field, and the left fielder, talk about early season issues. Holiday completely misses that one. Rizzo will end up at second. The run scores as the Cubs pick up a run. Now 6-3 game, bottom of the fifth. The rookie Brian is up looking for his first hit. Man on second, 2 outs, and he is going to send this one a nice shot to deep center field. And ooh, that one bounces right at the warning track. He will score the run as he picks up the RBI and picks up his first career hit. And of course, the game very nice, going to recognize his first career hit. First career hit, first career double, first career RBI. A very nice start for Chris Bryant's hopefully illustrious and successful career, or at least this year, because we really need him to play well. So now top of the sixth at the 6-4 game, 3-2 count. Edwin Jackson is now in the game, so Lester only goes 5. Jackson going to pick up the strikeout on Holiday. I think that was the first time he was sat down all game. So now 3-1 count, man now on second. And Molina going to send this one to right field. And Soler, what the heck? That one bounces off of his glove. The error, the run will score. Look at the replay here as Soler has been playing awful in right field in this one. Misplayed one earlier in the game. And this one just absolutely uncalled for. We will not stand for it. Horrible fielding out there from Soler. So now 7-4 game, bottom of the ninth now. 1 man on for Fowler, but he's going to hit this one to the second baseman. Will move the runner over, but that will leave us with just 1 out remaining. Soler up, looking again to make amends for his poor play in the field like he did earlier in the game. But this one, not going to happen. The low changeup going to catch us. And this one is over. The Cardinals win 7-4. 13 hits for the Cardinals, 2 errors for both teams. Lester only goes 5. And you take a look at the stats here. Fowler, a very nice 2 for 5. Rizzo picks up 2 hits. Castro with 2 hits. Montero picks one up. A few guys with no hits. And then we're going to take this one all the way down here as we see Castro, Soler, Bryant with doubles. RBIs from Rizzo, Soler, and Montero. Brian also with the RBI. Lester, 6 runs given up, 5 strikeouts. Jackson gives up 1 run. And Coke and Graham give up none. So now, as I said in a previous video, we're only going to play one game per series. So we win game 2, we lose game 3. And the only thing to note from both of those is that Dexter Fowler is going to be the first one on the team to hit a home run. As we make our way down here, there it is. He has 3 RBIs and the home run. Michael Wacha with 10 strikeouts, so very good, as you expect for the Cardinals pitchers. And then as we move on to our next games, we get some bad news. Addison Russell, one of our prize prospects, broken ankle, out 1 to 2 months. Not a guy who would probably be up this year anyways, but of course you don't want to see those guys get hurt, as we want to see them develop as much as possible. But up next is a series against the Rockies, and you will see that game right there. Jason Hamels against Eddie Butler next time. But in the comments down below, let me know what you think about the team, maybe some moves that I should make. You think of anyone that maybe I could trade for, maybe a little diamond in the rough that you know about that maybe we could give somebody up to make this team a little bit better, as we do try to. I think we can make the playoffs. We're at least going to give it a push. A very hard NL Central, but we're going to give it our best shot. The Cubs, a lot of talent here. So let me know what you think down below. But otherwise, that's going to be it for this one. If you enjoyed the video, please go ahead and give it a like. I'd really appreciate it. And subscribe to see any future videos that I make. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.